Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Geno Reynolds and this is WAND Presents The Real Geno. Today we're going to take a look at two different thriller movies that you can see on streaming right now. So let's do this.
Let's do it.
Alright, we start things off with our first thriller as Micah Monroe plays a woman that swears the neighbor in the building across the street is stalking her and watch her.
You don't like?
No, it's lovely. There's this guy that lives across the street, and he's always looking over here.
Looking over here how?
Every time I look over there, he's just staring right at me.
I have to say that I had some hopes for this one on the strength of Monroe alone. Movies like this are a bit in her wheelhouse. If you've seen her in movies like It Follows or The Guest, two movies that I highly recommend, then you know what I am talking about. I can say that she was pretty good in this one as well, but the overall story is what ultimately hurt this one for me. The overall story itself could have been pretty interesting if any of the twists, turns, and misdirections were more convincing. While the atmosphere is creepy and Monroe's reactions to it are convincing, it's the story that this one is trying to tell that is its own biggest letdown. And don't even get me started on that guy. While it's not Carl Glusman's performance per se that bothered me, it's that his husband character is just the worst. Now, if the character had a good reason or motivation for acting like the gigantic tool that he did, fine, but he didn't. His wife constantly tells him she's being stalked and he never really believes her. Sure, he checks the things because he feels he has to, but you can tell instantly that he thinks his wife has gone crazy. Husband of the century, that one. Now the real standout of the movie is this guy, Burn Gorman. Gorman plays the man that our main character thinks is the stalker. While I won't tell you if he's a stalker or not, I will say that if you've seen him in movies like Enola Holmes, you know how creepy and menacing he can be. While they don't share a ton of scenes together, anytime Monroe and Gorman are together on screen, it is tense. While I didn't love the story as a whole, Watcher is still a pretty decent thriller, mainly because of the strength of two of the three main actors. If you want to check it out, you can stream it on Shudder. What's next? Prey is a prequel to the not-so-popular nowadays Predator franchise. Taking place in the early 1700s, a Comanche warrior has to fight to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. When it comes to the Predator franchise, they have been either really good or really a word I can't say if I want to continue to review movies for WAND. For me, it goes like this, and I'll see if I can keep these titles straight. The good, the original Predator, Predator 2, which I feel is extremely underrated, and Predators with an S. The bad, Alien vs. Predator, and the ugly, I meant to say ugly, the Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem, which, if you ask me, it was one of the funniest movies that year. So, where does Prey fall on this list? Well, I'm happy to say that it's not one ugly movie. I meant to say movie. Being that this is set in the past, I really like that the action, story, and weapons, yes, even the Predator's equipment, are primitive. Sure, the Predator has some advanced technology such as his cloaking device and the 3-dot targeting system, but even they aren't as advanced. The cloaking isn't as stable and the targeting system is aiming for dart-like projectiles. Of course, this meant that our hero was at a bit of a disadvantage as well. Naru, played by Amber Midthunder, is awesome in this. She wants to be a hunter but is told by her tribe that she should, know her place. This never stops her from trying to become what she wants to become though. She is the one that tries to warn everyone about the incoming threat, but nobody, of course, believes her. So, what do you do when that happens? Well, you and your trusty dog Sari go after the boogeyman yourselves. Given that she, nor anybody for that matter, is nowhere near physically capable of taking on the Predator head on, she has to use her wits and skills to take it down. Over the course of the movie, she finds new ways to track, hide, and fight the creature. So the only thing I was upset about when it comes to Prey is, why did I wait so long to watch it? Prey is what the movies of this franchise should be. The action story and especially the hero is great. Plus there is a callback to Predator 2 in this, so bonus points for me. If you want to check out Prey, and if you're a fan of the franchise, you should, you can watch it right now on Hulu. That's going to be it for this edition of WAND Presents The Real Geno. As always, I am your host, The Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. Till next time.